Welcome back to Ada County Clink Chronicles. Today we're going over the 10th of October 2025. Let's get right into it. Greg, age 40, booked in at 10:57 p.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence. Well, this was a quiet hour between 11 p.m. and midnight in the Ada County area. Interesting. I'm so proud of all of us. Damon, age 49, booked in at 10:25 p.m. Felony driving under the influence, third or subsequent offense. Of course, Damon has got to come in here and really make a big difference. No, just it's awful. Third offense, dude. Enjoy your bus pass. Roberto, age 46, booked in at 10:21 p.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence excessively. Luis, age 27, booked in at 9:53 p.m. Felony for burglary and felony for forcible penetration by use of a foreign object. Disgusting, Lewis. Oof. Brianna, age 33, booked in at 9:47 p.m. Failure to appear and a probation violation. See, look at that. She's gorgeous. I would totally swipe right. Just screwing myself over. My radar is broken. Dylan, age 18, booked in at 9:35 p.m. Misdemeanor, telecommunication. Used to annoy, harass, intimidate, or threaten. You know, we used to do that as kids too, didn't we? This is a kid. All right, Dylan. That's probably why it's just a misdemeanor. Don't do it. Don't harass people. Ricky, age 58, booked in at 8 p.m. Failure to appear ×2. Brittany, age 43, booked in at 7:23 p.m. for no charge. Brought an out-of-county warrant. Interesting. I wonder if that has just not hit the system yet. Weird. Cannot say I have seen that before on the website. Anton, age 41, booked in at 6:50 p.m. Failure to appear. Misdemeanor for resisting or obstructing officers and a misdemeanor for providing false information to an officer. Never a good idea. So he had a warrant, and so that's why he was providing false information, trying to get away or not get arrested. And he caught himself just a whole nother charge. Anton, not the smartest choice. Kenneth, age 53, booked in at 6:45 p.m. Felony for domestic violence. Jeez, I hate when people screw up the home life, you know. Reynaldo, age 29, booked in at 6:30 p.m. Felony, battery, aggravated, cause great bodily harm or disability. Yikes. Come on, dude. Feeling all big and tough, you know? Hope you enjoy your jail time. Brandon, age 36, booked in at 6:13 p.m. Misdemeanor, contempt of court, criminal. Yeah, that's a big deal. Of all the times, my day has been quiet and my phone is blown up right now. I should have put it on silent. David, age 43, booked in at 6:10 p.m. Misdemeanor for first offense, failure to depart. Misdemeanor for resisting or obstructing officers, right? I mean, I hate to say it, but a dumbass. Dude, you just leave the property, man. You and your 43-year-old childlike behavior just looks awful. Why? Just go. Luis, age 30, booked in at 6:02 p.m. Misdemeanor for petty theft. Stealing Snickers, huh? Kristen, with the wild hair, age 42, booked in at 6 p.m. Misdemeanor for petty theft. Were you guys together? Ada County Sheriff. I don't see the same last name. Really close to the same booking time and the same crime. Interesting. Alexander, age 51, booked in at 5:06 p.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence excessively. Misdemeanor for also consuming or possessing an open container by the driver. But you're just asking for it. You know. I get, and this looks like maybe it's your first charge. At least I don't see the second or third offense additional charges. But just to be drinking it on the way home too? Are you... 51 years old. You know better, man. Ricardo, age 33, booked in at 5 p.m. Felony, aggravated battery, and felony for burglary. What are you doing, Ricardo? You could be doing so much more with your time than trying to steal and beat people up. Caleb, age 27, booked in at 4:30 p.m. Misdemeanor for misdemeanor. JB, age 68, booked in at 4:15 p.m. Misdemeanor for resisting or obstructing officers. Lindsay, age 46, booked in at 4:01 p.m. Well, she is looking rough. Oh, here it is. Felony controlled substance and misdemeanor for drug paraphernalia. Also probation violation. None of this is a surprise. The charges match the face. Thank you, Garden City PD, for getting this POS off the streets. Jasmina, age 34, booked in at 3:59 p.m. Misdemeanor for possession of marijuana, misdemeanor for controlled substance, and a probation violation. Also, you can kind of see the drug face here, too. It's just, drugs are bad, okay? Don't do it. Thank you very much, Boise City PD. Love it when we catch these drug users. Tracy, we've seen this guy before. Age 58, booked in at 3:55 p.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence. Misdemeanor for consuming or possessing open container by the driver. And check this out. Failure to appear. Another charge. And there was a warrant. So we have seen this guy before. Tracy, don't drink and drive. Come on. Shaden, age 25. We've seen this guy before, too. Booked in at 3:50 p.m. Misdemeanor for indecent exposure ×3. I wonder if this guy had the same charge before. 25 years old. Why are you doing this? What's the story here? Are you just wishing there was like a nude beach somewhere and you wanted to swim in the nude? 3 times? And I have seen this guy before. So if you guys know, or if you remember which episode it is, that'd be hilarious to see how many charges this guy has. Is there, a persistent violator charge that's going to come here soon? Or is that only for felonies? I don't know. Daniel, age 36, booked in at 3:30 p.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence excessively. Dang it. Come on, Daniel. Looks like maybe this is your first charge. Either you're upset or feeling sorry, or you're just truly, really drunk. I don't know. Cool eyes, though. But just pay your charges or pay your fees. Go to your classes. Get your driver's license back and don't do it again, right? James, age 64, booked in at 1 p.m. Felony, commercial burglary, third offense in 5 years. Yeah, see, this guy's a big POS. These repeat offenders just drive me crazy. Why are we letting them out of jail? Why? Failure to appear ×3 and misdemeanor for commercial burglary, first offense. Yeah. James, just, I hope the judge sees this. Just keep him in there, okay? Just keep him in there. Mwamba. Freaking fun name to say. Mwamba. Age 27, booked in at 5:57 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving reckless, misdemeanor for drug paraphernalia, and misdemeanor for possession of marijuana. See, don't care about marijuana, but the state and the law definitely does. Keep it over there in Oregon, dude. Man, look at this. Another big pat on the back for all of us here in Ada County from 1 p.m. all the way to 5:57 a.m. It was a huge window. There are no arrests. Good on all of us. Sarah, age 26, booked in at 5:36 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence and misdemeanor for resisting or obstructing officers. Were you throwing a big old fit, Sarah? You are kind of young. But yeah, you can't drink and drive. You just can't. And putting up a fight with the officers is really just shooting yourself in the foot. Joel, age 39, booked in at 4:33 a.m. Failure to appear. Desmies, age 28, booked in at 3:13 a.m. Misdemeanor possession of marijuana. Come on, man. 45 minutes away. It's legal over there. What are you doing over here? You just can't bring it here. Lena, age 38, booked in at 1:58 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence excessively. Why do you look this way, Lena? Why you got your eyes open that much? Maybe it's because those fake eyelashes are weighing down your eyelids and you gotta really hold them up. Jeez. Ridiculous. Deacon, age 36, booked in at 12:43 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence. Yeah, don't drink and drive. Come on. Matthew, age 46, booked in at 12:26 a.m. Misdemeanor contempt of court, criminal. Misdemeanor for driving without privileges, and misdemeanor for vehicle insurance, second or subsequent offense. You're just a walking problem child, huh, Matthew, 46? You just haven't grown up yet? You can't drive without a driver's license. You can't drive without vehicle insurance. And times 2. I hope you enjoy your bus pass, man. Well, that's what you should have been doing already. Now, I don't know if the buses run at 12:26 a.m., which I highly doubt they do. But at that point, you need to get an Uber. Grab a bicycle, dude. Put a little headlight on there, a little tail light. Keep yourself safe. Lisa, age 54, booked in at 12 a.m. Misdemeanor for driving under the influence. Sorry, Lisa. Can't drink and drive. I know it seems like fun. But it seems like maybe you didn't have very many, but you probably had enough. So just grab an Uber. 54 years old. You know better. Just pay your charges. Pay your fines. Go to your class. Move on with life. No problem. And that concludes the 10th of October, 2025. Thank you for the subs, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.